Look how sweaty and gross I am. I don't know what's going on with this heat down here in Georgia, but it is brutal. And I was backing into my spot, right? Yeah, another fun backing story. Hell yeah, everybody loves those. But I was backing into my spot and I had my window down when one of these Georgia critters flew into my window. Must have been one of them murder hornets or something. If it was something as harmless as, let's say, a honeybee, then why was I screaming like a little girl in my truck, trying to back into my spot, damn near wrecked the truck, backing all over the place, screaming? Just kidding. Only some of that happened. Only some of that happened. So I'm gonna level with you guys. This video you're about to watch is kind of a weird video. It's I'll preface it, but it's weird because it kind of follows along my day, which isn't the type of videos that I do anymore. I used to do some stuff with that. But basically, I blew a tire on my trailer, which led to me having a lot of free time, which led to me becoming like hyper fixated on how my truck is set up and what I need to do to like be more comfortable in here and live better and things like that. And it was super bizarre, but you get to go through that day with me is basically what happens as I act like a crazy person that has now suddenly realized they live in a truck and now they need to make that truck a place that they enjoy living. So I hope that all makes sense. It makes sense as we go. But before we get into the video, of course, I got two people I need to thank for super thanks on the last video. And those are Necromancer with the $5. Thank you. I appreciate your support to the channel. And the crazy one-eyed bastard with $10 on that last video. I appreciate you guys' support, everybody. Even if you're not sending money, I still like you most of the time. But especially, you know, the super thanks and the super chats and the likes and the comments and the subscriptions and all that. I appreciate you guys helping my humble little channel grow. I won't keep you any longer. I'll let you jump into this video. Talk to you guys later. Well, goddamn, happy 4th of July, everybody. Yeah, we just exploded going down the road. Try not to get ourselves killed out here. Good Lord. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I haven't had a tire blow in a long time. Tire was perfectly good this morning, and there was a minivan right next to me when that fucker popped. I bet that scared the shit out of them. So that's why you try to get around trucks. All right, well, anyways, I guess I'm going to spend the next few hours right here till a Love's Tech shows up to fix my damn tire. Oh, we're gonna have to do some super trucking, my friends. 684 miles by tomorrow. Let's go see what we got going on here. It's raining out here. Raining. But I didn't like sitting on the side of the interstate. I don't know if you guys have seen how these other truckers drive out there, but it was a very small shoulder, and I was kind of concerned with another driver ending up face first in the back of my trailer. But hey, we did okay. We got it here. It was only 2 miles, so I just limped it down the shoulder. And hey, you know, this is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in a while. This trucking's boring. Oh, there you go. So, anyways, yeah, nothing else damaged in the process. It just blew. It just blew out on me, which happens. But yeah, we brought her over to this little truck stop. Like I said, just 2 miles down the road because I didn't want to sit on the shoulder. And sometimes with these repairs, you end up sitting for a while. Now, I don't know that this part of the video matters, but I do have, I carry this, but that's mine. That belongs to me as an owner-operator, so we're not putting that on the trailer. That's for me. If I have a blowout on the truck. So yeah, we're not putting that shit on the trailer. Anyways, it's raining on me, so I'm gonna get back in the truck. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, hopefully we get us a tornado. That'd make the day better. Look at all these guys. Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, these guys. They're all just parked on the ramp. Plenty of parking over here, but you know what? Not my business. I was about to be super trucking on those guys, but I guess I'll just mind my fucking business. How do you know when a trucking video is going to be boring? When the driver is sitting in his driver's seat. That's normally the telltale sign. I don't know what it is, but yeah, welcome to my boring video. What's up, guys? Finally, some damn excitement in trucking. It's been getting a little dull around here with working for this well-oiled machine known as Swift Transportation, but we had a tire blowout, so finally some excitement around here. You can't be mad about that. That was crazy. I haven't had a tire blowout in years, and I'm just driving down the road, and you'll hear them. In case you guys don't know, when they blow on the trailer, you'll hear them for sure, and then you'll see them as everything explodes around you, and it's quite the scene. It's quite the sight. It was exciting, man. I've been bored. I've just been steering wheel holding for the last month at least, because everything just kind of runs smoothly around here, if I'm being honest with you. So we've got some excitement. I can't be mad about that. Now I get to be stressed out for the next day or two. But old Swift, Johnny on the spot over there, I wanted to get off the interstate. I don't trust sitting on the shoulder, and plus making the tire tech work on the shoulder, and just truckers these days are just all over the road, facing their cell phones, fucking swerving all down the road. Plus you've got holiday traffic. It's the 4th of July, and I was like, it's 2 miles down the road. We limped it down the road at, you know, down the shoulder at 15 miles per hour, and just kept an eye on that tire, because when that tread comes loose and it's just flopping around back there, you can do damage to other things. You know, the tire next to it, it can get twisted up around the rims, and, you know, smacking into the bottom of the trailer and stuff like that. So we just slow rolled it in here. I felt better about that than sitting on the shoulder. I didn't like it at all. I was gonna get out to put out my triangles, and that shoulder was so narrow that, like, there wasn't room. Like, you had to wait for a break in traffic, and, you know, people are going interstate speeds out there, so even if there is a break in traffic, the next run of cars and trucks are bearing down on you, right? So I was lucky that there was some sort of truck stop. Even if there was just an exit ramp, I was gonna go to that instead of just sitting there. So there was luckily this truck stop here, yeah, this is one of the things I do actually enjoy about Swift, is they're just so large that they're just this well-oiled machine. It's like, I've worked at smaller companies where I've blown trailer tires and got yelled at for it. They're like, what the fuck are you doing out there? I'm like, I'm just driving the damn truck. What are you talking about? You know, sometimes tires just blow. Like, I am adamant about pre-tripping the truck in some form or another. I'm not here to preach to you guys. Like, I'm not here to preach doing your pre-trip, but I've been a trucker for a long time, and there have been times where I've been a lazy trucker, right? And I decided I can log a pre-trip, that's fine, and didn't do shit, didn't walk around the truck, didn't do anything. And then you get out on the interstate and you're like, you know, 5 miles down the road, you're pulled into a way station. They're like, hey, you got a flat tire. It's like, how do you even explain that? Right? How do you even explain that? Your company can see that you just got on the road and you just blew a tire. Maybe. I mean, it's possible, right? So I definitely got out and looked at this one, but it just blew, and that happens sometimes. What's, I guess, kind of ironic, I don't know if it's really ironic, but I find it somewhat amusing, is I'm actually pulling a load full of tires right now, but they're not. I don't know if they're just car tires or what. They probably won't fit on here, and even if they would, I'm not gonna change the fucking thing. But it's like, where's a tire when you need one? Well, I got a trailer full of the motherfuckers, so how about that? How about that shit? But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I just got a hold of them. Like I was saying, this is one of the things I just kind of like about Swift. Like it or not, be upset with me or not. There's no bullshit, no nothing. Like, it's easy to tell, like, did you do something wrong, or was this just an equipment malfunction that happens when you're dealing with anything mechanical? And they don't try to blame you. And what I'm saying is, when you work for smaller companies, and I'm not preaching against smaller companies, but especially in today's freight market, they have to do a lot of penny pinching, right? And then you you call the guy that, you know, is answering the call about, you know, you need a tire replaced, that also happens to be the owner's son, and like they're freaking out about now they got to replace this fucking tire, and that's kind of affecting the bottom line and shit like that. And Swift has deep enough pockets, obviously. They just go, okay, yeah, we'll send a guy out there. So it's not the worst thing in the world to work for a larger company, you know. It's really not. They said it's going to be at most a 2.5 hour wait, which is fine. That's fine. I mean, like I said, it gives me a little bit of excitement. We got 684 miles to go. I got to have that done by the end of tomorrow. Actually, you guys will see this video on Friday, but I'm talking about Friday. The reason it has to be done, and done kind of early, is because I'm going to need to get reloaded to run me through the weekend. But at the same time, I'm not too worried about it. It's Swift, right? I'll be near Atlanta. If they can't load me out of Atlanta on a Saturday, then there's something fucking wrong here anyways. But I'd like to get it there Friday, because this starts to affect my bottom line if it's a day late. So it's not gonna be a problem. It's not gonna be a problem. We've still got 11.5 hours on our 14, 9.5 hours on our 11. I've only just started. I'm an hour and a half into my day, you know. But what am I trying to say? What am I trying to fucking say? We can bang out, even if we only got 180, that leaves 500 more tomorrow. That's, you know, a quick 8-hour day, nothing to it. We can get her reloaded and keep this damn truck moving the way we plan to anyway. So that's sort of the plan. So I don't know if they got like a restaurant here or anything, but I've been running so hard for the last couple weeks at least. Like, we've been running nonstop. Remember I told you guys about my plan? Like, we're gonna just run out the clock, right? Every day we're just gonna run until we don't have time to run anymore. And that's kind of been the plan still, but you know, you have days that are just shorter. Maybe you're not able to get reloaded that day. And so we're still recapping, but we're running it down to like the end of that 70 every day. Like, we've been running fucking nonstop, and there's been time for absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So what I'm gonna do is go in and hope that they have a restaurant in this little truck stop, maybe some barbecue or something. And since I've been running so hard, I'm going to take this opportunity to do what we do around here sometimes when I'm not being a negative pile of shit in my videos, and turn these lemons into a little lemonade and fucking just eat good and treat myself. And I wish they had a barber shop. It's about time for a haircut. Look how thick this is getting. Yeah, I wish they had a barber shop in there. That'd be fucking sweet. That's where I should have broke down a place with a barber shop. Oh well, I guess I'll just be ugly for a little bit longer. But I'm running short on my vapes. Maybe they got a couple vapes in there I could buy. That'd be sweet. These are becoming more and more mainstream in the like smaller truck stops. I don't know why Loves and Pilot and everything hasn't latched onto these yet. They're just using those stupid little like the Views and the whatever the other stupid one's called that you can get in tobacco flavored or menthol flavored, and a cartridge is like $12 and it lasts like 3 hours, you know, that bullshit. So maybe they got some of these in there. That's right. We're gonna turn this negative thing into a positive thing. We're gonna take the next 2.5 hours to just breathe for a little while, just relax, and then we'll get back on the road. And I think that's all I got to say right now. I got to add more to this video, so I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. But it's been a while since we could just like do a day in the life of a trucker type of vlog, because it's been fucking boring, if I'm being honest with you guys. I mean, I've always said that boring in trucking isn't necessarily a bad thing. When it gets too exciting, something's fucking wrong. But it's been a little bit boring, and I've been struggling. Like, what content am I going to talk about? What's going on? And a tire blowing gave me a fucking video. God bless that blown tire. I love it. I'll talk to you guys here in a minute, though. Well, that was uneventful. This truck stop sucks. They don't have anything. No vapes. No nothing, no barbecue. I was hoping they had barbecue. Nope, you can get pizza if you want. There's pizza. Yeah, they just leave it in a little rack that spins all day, and you can just grab what you want. Yeah, they got fried chicken and fried fish, but I'm not gonna lie. I might get some of that fried fish on the way out of here. But the Love's Tech has shown up. Yeah, I had to tell him which side of the truck to go to. That was kind of amusing. He was pulling up and he was on the phone and he said, "What tire is it?" And I said, "It's my left front outside tire." And he started backing up towards the passenger side of my truck. And I said, "Your other left." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I guess that will be the left, huh? Over there." And he goes, and that's the guy that's fixing my truck right now. So heaven help us. We'll see what happens. But he's here. I got me a nice little nap. I did get one of those slices of pizza. Yeah, I did. It was okay. It was just okay. But I had me a little nap. It's noon, right around noon right now. And I said, like I said earlier, if I can just knock out another 180 miles at least, then I'll be just fine. And I think that's going to be okay. We've still got Indianapolis to go through, but I don't imagine that the traffic will be too bad. It's around noon on the 4th of July. Let's say he's got me done about 1, let's say. Hypothetically, I mean, it's the same guy that couldn't figure out which side of the truck to go to when I said left, so we might be here a while. I don't really know, but hey, I'll leave the work to the professionals with that. But hey, we get through Indianapolis about 2 o'clock. Everyone's off work today, right? You just go through there, no big deal. And yeah, we knock out 180 miles at least. Nothing to it. Then we get up tomorrow morning as soon as we can. We bang it out. And I'm actually going to get on the load board and look. This load actually came off the Swift load board, believe it or not. I haven't looked. I forgot to tell you guys about that. What a fucking asshole I am. I haven't looked at the load board for a long time, except like when I was doing a live stream, somebody had asked about it, or maybe I just brought it up, I don't know. So I looked and they had like 8 pages of loads with like 15 loads per page on it, which is good. That's a huge improvement, because when I started here, only 3 months ago, you'd be lucky to see 4 loads on the entire load board nationwide. So now we're up to like whatever 15 times 8 is on a consistent basis. And I started to get paranoid because I was delivering on the 3rd in the Chicago area, and they had not sent me another load yet. And I started to worry, oh God, they're going to have me sit through the holiday. So I got on the load board and I found this one, and I booked it. No one had grabbed it yet, so I booked it. So I might actually get on the load board here and see if there's anything going out of Georgia tomorrow. There were some earlier, but I didn't really want them. They were like little 300-mile loads, and I want something. If I'm picking up Friday, I would prefer. Now, I think I said earlier in the video, I'm not used to doing videos in parts anymore. That's not normally how I do them these days. But you can reload on weekends at Swift, but your options for loads does go down substantially. So I'd like to get reloaded Friday. Hey, if I could find something going to the West Coast from Georgia, I could get that in before the pay period ends. We have a good week, a good fucking week, and I'd be real happy. But I don't know if I'm going to find that. So I'll have to get on the load board, maybe while this guy's working on it, and see what I can find. And I can update you guys a little later if I happen to see anything. But I don't remember what I was saying, but we should still be able to turn. This is not even a big deal. I've been down for 2 hours. Who cares, right? 3 hours by the time he's done at the most, and we're back on the road, and we're rocking and rolling out there. So nothing to it. But yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get on that load board. I'll cover this more too when I do my 3-month Swift review, which is coming up soon. But the load board has definitely expanded around here. It's gotten a lot better. And like I said, I'll talk about that more. But ideally, as on the owner-operator over-the-road side, you'd like to see that in a spot where you could just run off that and go where you want, right? Find your loads going wherever you want in the Swift Freight network. Don't ask anybody about home time. Get to where you want to go and then start back up again 2 days later. That's ideally where you want this load board to be, right? Absolutely. That's what you want. But it's getting there. Let's just say it's getting there. And that's kind of where we're at with things. So, I guess not much else to say at this very moment. Poor bastards crawling around under the trailer in the mud back there. And that's why I chose to be a trucker, so I don't have to get dirty. Leave that to someone else. Leave that to someone else. But hey, he's working on it now. I'm excited. It's still going to be a good day. We can still get the miles we need. It sets us back a little bit, but all we need to happen is for us to reload on Friday. Doesn't fucking matter what time we do it. It just matters that we do it. So that's where we're at with everything. Hey, we'll try to bang this out as quick as we can. And, yeah, reload. I'll update you guys here in a little bit. We'll see what else we get into. All right, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Tires replaced. One behind it ain't all tore up. Well, damn, if I didn't know any better, I'd say we're ready to hit the road. What do y'all think? Yeah, we're ready to get back out there. I'm gonna run back in this truck stop and get a few more things, but then we're gonna hit the road. It's a work in progress, so don't judge me. But while I was waiting, I got these these Gorilla Tape mounting squares. And look, I got the speaker that hooks up to the monitor. And then across here, I've got the other one. I had to go lower because the vent was there. So if I can get far enough back, you'll see they're different heights. I'm gonna level with you guys. I don't know if those are gonna hold. But we're getting ready to go down the road. The little subwoofer for it's sitting right there. Don't judge me, man. This place is filthy, but it's a work in progress. While I was laying here waiting, I found myself super obsessed with the condition my truck is in, so I decided to start. I got all my cables out here. I'm gonna start, when I park for the night, I'll start doing like some cable management stuff, which I suck at, but we got the PS5 there, of course, the monitor, my laptop's just in the cabinet right now. We're gonna turn this into a place that we enjoy living. Fuck. So about it not holding, oh, we're off to a bad start, baby. That side's doing good. So whatever I did on that side, I need to do over here. But it needs to be able to roll down the road without falling off is what needs to happen. But this, if this side will hold, actually, look, I got a plan. I got a plan. Look, we slide that subwoofer as far as we can into that corner, right? I slid the subwoofer all the way over. And now the mounting tape isn't so much fighting against gravity, but it's just holding it to the wall. And actually, I'm happy with that, if that'll work. That will work. I'll just, if that Gorilla Tape's no good. I got 24 squares of this shit. So if that's no good, then I'll just put more on there, and then it's not a gravity issue. And then I guess if it's a problem over here, I could do the same thing. I could bring this speaker down and just rest it on the PS5. And then, yeah, we're not so much fighting gravity at that point as much as just trying to keep it on the wall. But I'm gonna run down the road and see if that falls off. It may or may not, but it's gonna sound really good with the sort of a surround sound sort of effect, I guess. I'm excited. I will probably forget to let you guys know, but we'll figure it out. Oh, I look like shit, don't I? Wow, I'm all sweaty. I got out and I was checking all the stuff on the truck, you know, while he was changing the tire fluids and all that stuff. And yeah, while I was waiting here, I just wanted to show you guys kind of what I was working on. I got really obsessed. I'm awful at cable management. I'm just fucking terrible at it. So I started like pulling everything out. My battery, I use a battery backup that's plugged into the APU. The reason I do that is if you've got an auto start stop or optimized idle truck, a lot of times it will reset your inverter really quick when this truck starts up. And so I use the battery backup, so if I'm running the auto start stop and say I'm playing PlayStation or something, it doesn't kick my PlayStation off. Everything's plugged into that battery backup, and that's plugged into the inverter. So I moved that up off the floor, put it in a space between the mattress and the cabinet there. And now all that's left is figuring out this speaker issue, because I want them on the sidewalls like that, but I don't know if they're gonna stand up to gravity with the bouncing down the road. But if I can just get them to stick to the wall with something under them, maybe I could either set that on the PS5 like I was showing you, or even slide the PS5 over to make enough room, but then that sound of that speaker is gonna be behind that PS5, and I don't like that either. It's still mounted up there. I figure if it falls, it falls. We learn a lesson, and we'll fix it later. So I don't know if I'll ever do a follow-up video to that, because I was just kind of fucking around with all that while I was laying here, and I may forget. But remind me, maybe I'm in the middle of, I might as well move in. I can't keep job hopping. Swift is doing enough for me as of right now. I might as well start moving in. So I really want to set my truck up in a really cool way that's comfortable to live in. I need to get stuff. On my truck at Western Flyer, I bought one of those brush things you put on the step so you can wipe your feet off. And I need to buy one for this truck because I am losing the battle against dirt on the floor. But I also want to get maybe some sort of like Swiffer or something so I can actually scrub these floors on a regular basis. And I mean, I'm a trucker just like everyone else out here that's a trucker, and sometimes we get so damn busy, or even depression hits sometimes, and like we start to live like fucking pigs. That I'm not immune to that. And today I was looking around the truck going, okay, this is getting out of control. So now I'm in that mode where I need to fucking clean this shit up. So I want to get that brush deal, whatever it's called, for the step, and I need for now, I got a broom, a little broom and dustpan, and some sort of Swiffer type of deal so I can effectively mop the floors. Maybe in the future I could look at like floor mats for the front here that will collect all the dirt and I can just dump them out the fucking door every once in a while. We got to start living here, folks. We got to start doing it. And I guess that's just the way it's gonna go. So that's it for now. My passenger seat is like covered in stuff. I've got probably 5 old vapes laying over there that don't work anymore. They're done. I need to go through those and throw those away and clean off the passenger seat for once. But I guess I've gone on enough, long enough. Son of a bitch, man. Am I fucking having a stroke or what's happening? Tire guy was done like a half hour ago, but I got busy fucking with everything else and I haven't left yet. So I got work to do. What am I doing sitting around here? Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. A little bit different than usual, but we actually had something going on besides just driving down the road. I'm gonna get to it. I'm wasting way too much time. Bye now. Well, I guess I wasn't done. Excuse me while I talk over the music. Check this out. It stayed up there on Indiana roads. Can you believe it? That thing's gonna stay up there forever. Gorilla Tape, baby. They need to sponsor me. I cannot believe it. It stayed up there. This one, well, you can't really see, but I taped it to the top of the subwoofer. That's what I did. I taped it to the top of the subwoofer. But look! Oh my God! We did it! We did it, my friends. This is amazing. Oh, I'm gonna get so much gaming done. Wow. So there you have it, folks. Yes! If you want to stay young like me in trucking, then you blow a tire and you obsessively worry about how your truck is set up instead and spend a whole day going crazy worrying about it. It is hard to breathe in this old face of mine. I can't breathe. Anyways, I guess this is now finally officially the end of the video, and I'm just trying to stay young out here, you know, just trying to keep this young youthful face. And guys, this is what happened today. All right, I blew a tire. I was bored. I became absolutely obsessed with how my truck is set up, and then I spent the day doing it. Well, I had to do more after I parked the truck, but I got it set up, and I'm so happy with how it's set up. Are you kidding me? This is the coolest truck ever. This is the coolest truck ever on the planet. I still got more to do. I gotta find my brush to go on the step so I can clean my shoes, and I gotta find a good way to clean my floor. All right, then when that's done, then I want to find a better way to cook in the truck besides a goddamn microwave. And then maybe I'll actually buy some food to go in this bitch. And then I can just live in here until I die. And I just live in this truck until I'm dead, which appears to be any minute now. Bye now.